What is up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. As the title says, how convenient, right? How convenient that strong mommy Chrissy has dropped upon us a vlog about a miscarriage. Now, listen, let me preface this by saying that as a woman and as a mother, I would never make fun of someone legitimately having a miscarriage, if that were the case, right? But having watched Chrissy, hey Scarlett, hey girl, I hope you had a great week. So Scarlett, what we're talking about is Chrissy's new vlog that she recently just dropped today, saying that she had a miscarriage. So, as I was saying before, I never make fun of a woman having a miscarriage if it's legitimate, but I've been watching Chrissy for a long time, as a lot of you have, and we know that this is bullshit. Listen, I called this 3 videos ago that she was gonna pull this crap. Hey, the truth. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I've been busy working overtime. Girl, listen, get that money, please, by all means. Get your coins, sis. But yeah, so we're talking about strong mommy Chrissy and her convenient miscarriage. And the reason why I call it a convenient miscarriage is because something was telling me she was going to do this, right? We all know Chrissy is a gigantic liar, right? In the words of Cat Williams, Chrissy is a fat phase on lie. She always has been, always will be. So, um, a couple videos back, I mentioned that I wouldn't be surprised if Chrissy got up here and said that she was having a miscarriage. And what made me feel that way was because I don't know if you all remember that vlog she did. It was the same. I want to say it's the same video she did when she showed us her ultrasound of the new pregnancy. Um, and like 10 or 15 minutes into the video, she showed herself in bed talking about how she felt about the pregnancy and how she just all of a sudden felt so concerned because she wasn't feeling any symptoms. Her breasts weren't hurting, blah, blah, blah. She wasn't feeling any of the symptoms and it was making her concerned. This was weeks ago. In my mind, I always think, okay, what makes you think that there's something wrong with like, are you setting us up for a miscarriage storyline? That was my whole gist. Lovely is her name. Hey, love. What's up? What's up? What's up? Glad I caught a live finally. Girl, listen, I really don't get on here probably as much as I like to, but life be lifing and I get busy, but I'm glad you finally caught one too. And I'm glad that you tuned in. Thank you. So yeah, I knew Chrissy was setting us up for a miscarriage storyline. I just knew it. But again, I've been watching her for long enough to sort of know her patterns, right? So now she's alleging that she's had a miscarriage. She's alleging that she had all this bleeding and, XYZ. But I honestly don't believe that she was ever pregnant in the first place, to be quite honest with y'all. Um, Now, I also won't be surprised if a few weeks from now or a few months from now, she turns up pregnant and she actually ends up being pregnant. Yes, listen. Yes, you and our other lovely fonts. Yes, I definitely called it. I knew it. There was just something about how overly cautious she was about this alleged pregnancy, right? I'm doing air quotes right now, but y'all can't see me. Pregnancy. There was something about it from the beginning. I'm just like, this girl is not pregnant. And if she is pregnant, she's stupid, but we already know she's stupid. Chrissy is not pregnant. But I said, you know what? I'm going to entertain the shenanigans. I'm going to entertain her delusions. But I just knew she wasn't pregnant. I really thought that bird braid was pregnant. Girl, listen. And listen, I can't even sit here and call anybody dumb or slow or blame them for believing it because it's Chrissy. I mean, who wouldn't believe it? Listen, she lays it low and spreads it wide. We she is literally the epitome of the hot dog down the hallway when it comes to her loose ass puss. So nobody blames you, lovely, for thinking that she was pregnant because it's not beyond belief, right? Because look at who we're talking about. But over time, listen, the more we watch Chrissy, y'all are also going to understand, how to discern things with her. Like by now, as long as I've been watching her, I can tell when she's full of shit. She is 100. That girl was never pregnant. I do not believe she was ever pregnant. Now, back to the point that I was making. Now, she was never pregnant, but she's going to use this to become pregnant for real. Chrissy is full of it. Yes. She is definitely full of it. And we know that to be a bona fide fact, right? But I bet she's trying to get pregnant with, yes, yes, she's going to get 10 if that's the last thing she does. No, you're right, lovely. And I guarantee you she's going to use this. If that guy Jordan is indeed still around or whomever it is, she's going to use this as a way to get pregnant, right? So I don't know if y'all know, but some women, what they'll do is they'll say, oh, I had a miscarriage, right? And will tell the guy, well, I can't get pregnant right now because I'm healing from the miscarriage. Whole time they're not healing from a miscarriage. Whole time they're working on actually getting pregnant for real. Um, so it could either be a situation like that, or right, and y'all stick with me on this next theory that I have, okay? Before I go to that though, with Rod, she was in a hurry. Exact, she was just on her TTC journey, trying to conceive. What is it? We're in 2024. That was just in what, 2021, 2022, something like that. Yeah, she was trying to get pregnant for Rod. They were really legit trying. He got his goofy ass up here, smiling and grinning next to her, knowing he don't have a job, trying to get somebody pregnant. That's wild. So my second theory, y'all. My second theory is that when it comes to Chrissy and getting pregnant, right? Number one, again, I think she's gonna try to use the miscarriage storyline. But do y'all remember? Oh, way back. This is before she got pregnant with Onyx. Yeah, Onyx, the smush face baby. But right before she got pregnant with Onyx, y'all remember when she said she was pregnant, but she ended up getting an abortion? Do y'all remember that? Drop a comment below if you remember that. Because before I go on to my next point, I want to see who all remembers when Chrissy and Demarcus got up here. Well, she got up here talking about she was pregnant, but they both decided that they didn't need to have another child and she got an abortion. Yes, she had an abortion before Onyx. Okay, right, lovely, right. So this is my theory about that, right? And I think she might be trying to do the same thing. I honestly do not think she really got an abortion. Um, and if she did get an abortion, I think what she did was she told Demarcus, like, hey, I'm healing from this abortion. I can't get pregnant right now. And that's what she used to allow him to continue to have unprotected sex with her and actually get pregnant with Onyx. Because if you think about it, she got pregnant with Onyx. Like the turnaround time for Onyx was not even a month after the quote unquote abortion. Yeah, right. Exactly. Just to get pregnant like a month. Exactly. I don't really think she got an abortion. I think her having an abortion was an affront for her lying and telling him she was pregnant, right? Um, and again, even if she did have an abortion, I think that I don't think she had an abortion. I'm sorry. She got pregnant too quick. She got pregnant too fast for me. I think that was just an excuse that she used again so that Demarcus could let his guard down a little bit when having sex with her. And I think that this might be exactly what she's doing again. With whatever guy is around, right? Because who's to say Jordan is even still around? But Onyx don't look like him to me. Him and Blaze should be, and that's right. Onyx does not look like him. And we know Chrissy has an affinity for literally cheating with on every man that she's been with, pretty much. I don't think I've ever known a woman to cheat on their partners so much. That's something you would expect from men, right? To be Rolling Stones, to have one woman over here, one woman over there. But Chrissy is the first woman that I think I've ever paid attention to like that actually gets pregnant behind all of her baby daddy's backs. It's really weird. Very, very, very weird. But yeah, um, Onyx definitely could have been a child, right? That was conceived with somebody else. And so she had to use the abortion storyline to kind of back up why she was as far along or not as far along as she should have been. That's what I think. And I think she's doing that same thing right now, honestly. I think that maybe she really didn't have a miscarriage. It's just that her pregnancy math wasn't adding up. You remember how the last video I did, I said the math ain't mathing. Go watch that video if you haven't watched it, that live. The math wasn't mathing with that pregnancy. And quite a few other fonts said the same thing. The math ain't mathing. So perhaps this is just convenient, right? It could have been an abortion. It could have not been a miscarriage because it just wasn't adding up. Remember, Jazz said Chrissy told the white dude he was on his dad. So yeah, yeah. And this is the thing. This is why I always tell Chrissy supporters, do some research on your fave. Okay, stop looking at these shorts. People see these shorts of her, and that's how a lot of people are getting turned on to Chrissy nowadays. It's because they see her shorts get millions of views because, of course, people are going to be fascinated with this seemingly super young mom, right? Who has all these children, who seems to be functioning normally. But these are not people who have watched her, who have followed her and listened to her and seen her patterns. When you watch Chrissy a certain amount of time, at that point, your discernment on her is top notch. Like, you know, she's full of shit, right? And you know her plans, you know her tricks, all of that stuff. But yeah, I do remember that. I absolutely do. Chrissy, listen, she gets around, which leads me to my next idea in theory about why she contrived this whole pregnancy stuff. Is because honestly, I think she's trying to deflect from all of that House in Virginia talk. And that is just me being, now that's just my opinion. People may not agree, but I honestly think that this was a deflection and an attempt at a distraction from the House of Virginia talk. Jordan running around just like this. Listen, that boy is probably three sheets in the wind, okay? He's probably back in school by now. We're almost done with January. I'm sure if he is enrolled in school wherever, he is back there by now. Very true. Yes, yes. I doubt. Right. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. Jazz is slow, right? Jasmine is she's definitely radio slow, but is she a liar when it comes to things like that? Now she lies about a lot in her own life, but when it comes to spilling Chrissy's tea and Liv's tea when they all fell out, I don't think she's lying. Nah, because Jazz strikes me as the type of person that would be very, very overly loyal to friends. And she had for a long time continued to stay loyal to Chrissy, even after Chrissy tried her and dragged her and talked about her son and did all this stuff. She she kept quiet. But it wasn't until that brink was pushed and that button was pushed with her mother that Jazz starts spilling shit. And that's why I think Jazz is not lying. Because if I feel like it's easier for some people like that to tell a lie. So if Jazz was lying, she probably would have been coming off at the mouth diarrhea as soon as her and Chrissy fell out. But the fact that it took her damn near a year to spill Chrissy shit the way she did, and I don't know, just listening to her, I don't think she was lying either. I really don't. I think that everything she said about Chrissy, from the men she slept with to the drugs she did in Houston when they did that Mamiana trip, down to her having the house in Virginia, I 1000% believe that. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. I 1000% believe it. And I'm going to tell you, there's another font on here, um, Lipstick Pimp. Love her. People try to say she's psychotic and that she sounds crazy, but knowing her, she's just been following Chrissy for a long time as well. And she knows Chrissy's bullshit too. And I believed her when she found that, what is it called? Singles meet profile or positive singles, whatever it's called. I 1000% believe that that's Chrissy's account. Why? Because that is one of those websites that it's not just easy for you to slip in and type in a name and put in a picture. You have to send in your government ID, and it has to match whatever profile picture that you're putting on that website. So I highly doubt anybody has Chrissy's government ID at home in their back pocket ready to use it. No, Chrissy herself had to create that. Who else has Chrissy's government ID? Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't read your other. My bad, lovely. Mind you, Jazz told Liv the House of Virginia story to write, and Liv told exactly. So Liv spilled that. Yeah, I believe it. But answer this: do you remember Mr. Professional's sister-in-law went to Fonts and told story month before? Yes, yes, oh, girl, yes. I don't know how that slipped out of my mind. I absolutely remember that now, because that was one of the main reasons Mr. Professional kicked Chrissy ass to the curb and kicked her and her kids out of that Airbnb. Yes. Besides the fact that Chrissy, I think, tried to go to his wife and get him in trouble with his wife. That was one of the other things. You are so right. Yes. So see, this is what I'm saying. This is why you have to have watched her at least, I would say, for a minimum of 2 to 3 years to really be able to have a good sound opinion on her. You can't be a newbie watching Chrissy and then come in defending her, because it only makes sense, because you don't know the backstory of her moving those kids from Colorado to Vegas to Texas, all around Texas. Um, Leaving those kids in Vegas to get evicted with their sick grandmother while she partied and did drugs and had sex with random men in Texas, right? Moving to Texas, and 6 months after moving, meeting Bam and having sex with him on an air mattress in the same bed as her then brand new baby Onyx. Like, you have to, when you know there's no way that you can support a person like Chrissy. Oh boy. Yep. I remember all of this. Exactly. And you know what's crazy though, lovely? So many people have verified, right? That the ID store, that in order to get on there, you have to have your own government ID. So many people have verified it, yet barely any reactors have covered it, right? Barely any reactors have come out and said, hey, according to this website, you have to have a government ID. So, Chrissy, what's up? It's no way somebody created that profile. Who has your government ID? You notice nobody has pressed her on it at all. And this is what I say. This is what I mean when I say that Chrissy has a lot of these reactors in her back pocket. I don't care what friends say. The only one that will really call her to the carpet was number one, Marisa Starr. But we know Marisa Starr has hung her hat, right? But social intellect and pineapples and lipstick pimp are the only ones that will call her ass to the carpet on stuff and will challenge her and say, Chrissy, what's up? This doesn't make any sense. And so let me go ahead and be one of those reactors this evening. Chrissy, what's up? What's up with that? Do you really think somebody has your government ID out here? Right? It makes so much sense why, when she made that video reacting to that rumor, did y'all notice how calm she was? Right? Did y'all notice how calm Chrissy was? Typically, if something's not true and Chrissy really wants to go off about it, we all know how she is. She'll get up here, half drunk, screaming and hollering incoherently, talking about she's going to beat somebody's ass and how somebody broke and don't have nothing going on, yada, yada, yada. She'll go in, she'll be on live for 2 hours straight. But do you notice? When she did that video to react to that House of Virginia rumor, she was calm and cool as a cucumber. And to me, that told me all I needed to know. Because she knew if she got up here with that rah, 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 that was going to tell everybody what they needed to know. Yep, playing on a wife's phone. Exactly. Right. I mean, and she got pregnant with the twins when Kaya was only a couple months old, and she was still with Kaya's dad. And those twins weren't even his, but she tried to put them on him. Yes, Scarlett, I believe is true about the status story. 100%. There's no other way that Chrissy could have gotten a profile on there because, again, according to what I've seen, um, that particular website, I guess because it's such a sensitive website, um, there's pretty stringent requirements to get on there. And one of them is that your government ID has to match the profile picture. You have to send in like a picture of yourself and your government ID to verify. And from my understanding of the rules that I read, if at any point, like someone tries to use their government ID and maybe change the profile picture, their profile will get flagged and taken down for fraud. Um, so, yeah, do what you will with that information. Girl, listen, that is their absolute fave. And they'll sit up here and say she's not, but nah, she definitely is. Because you let Jazz or Liv would have had a profile on a website like that, those people would not let it go. Flo, whatever her name is, Flo, wouldn't let it go. Fran wouldn't let it go. All those other reactors would not let it go. They would talk about that shit till kingdom come. But because it's Chrissy, it's oh, that was a freight profile. Moving on, moving right along. What? Come on now. Yes, you're right. My two cents is also dope. I have shouted her out a few times. Shout out to my two cents. She's been over here showing love a couple times. But yeah, outside of my two cents, social intellect, I mean, and the other girlies, pineapples, lipstick pimp. Who else? Nobody else outside of them. They're the only ones that'll keep it real. Listen, Chrissy mentioned the status situation a few years ago. A lot of people didn't catch it. She really did. And when she mentioned it a few years ago, she wasn't even that riled up. It's almost as though when anyone mentions it, she's just too calm. She's too calm about it. Now, I'm not saying she has to run around the house tearing up her and the kids' furniture and shit, but something such an accusation of that level, you would think would make someone at least tearful when they're addressing it, if not a little angry, if not frustrated. But the fact that she was just like, yeah, that's not true, guys. Yeah, guys, someone made a fake profile. Not buying it. Hey, Virgo doll, what's up, love? What's up? What's up? She said something like, my ex bestie tried to speak on my status. Yeah, see? And it's like, you would say an ex friend tried to make up something about me, right? That would be something you would say. Like, to inadvertently claim it as my status, see, this is the thing. So, if you let someone talk long enough, they will expose themselves, right? That's what I was always taught. That's what I have seen, right? And that was one of those instances where Chrissy talked too much and she kind of exposed where her subconscious is at with it. And so for her to say my status, that lets you know what she thinks about it. It's her status. Chrissy Trapper baby, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan is in the wind somewhere and left her ass and she realized that it's not working. And she said, let me come up with this story real quick or with this abortion money. Either way, her ass was lying. Y'all showing some love to each other. No, yeah, Virgo doll. She's definitely playing a dangerous game. You can't, she's gonna fuck around one day. And I don't know if it's just, listen, do y'all watch Fatal Attraction on TV1? If you watch Fatal Attraction on TV1, this is why I don't understand why women like Chrissy and Chrissy herself play these games. Because one day you're going to run across a crazy ass, unhinged man that does not give a damn. And you're going to end up leaving all those kids as orphans. Who's going to take care of all those damn kids? Damn sure ain't Cassie. The last picture I saw of her, that lipstick pimp posted, she's not even walking anymore. Did you peep out Gummy Robinson through shade, though? Tell Fifi I don't have. Yes, I did. I saw that. I saw it. I definitely saw that. Yeah. Yeah, Chrissy definitely loves taking care of me. Look, listen. You have 9 children that you can barely take care of, and you want to take care of men. Taking care of men with your food stamps, like that's Chrissy and Jazz and Liv look crazy as hell doing that. What y'all walking a man to a grocery store, getting them T-bone steaks and shit with your kids' food stamps? Y'all look crazy as hell. Mm-mm. Yeah, she was definitely too calm. What do y'all think about that? Have y'all ever seen someone in a situation where you know they're lying and they're just eerily calm about the lie? Pissy love being a sugar mama. Yes, she definitely does with her crazy ass. She's a damn Splendor mama. See? Exactly. So when Lipstick Pimp posted that, I'm like, okay, you are making points, sis, because first of all, a glove to cut pizza. Listen, I have made pizza from scratch with my child before. I have done the little, what do you call them? DiGiorno frozen pizzas. And when I cut it regular because it is what it is, right? But you're going out of your way to cut. You're not even preparing. I can see if she was preparing a seasoned chicken or something, raw chicken or whatever. This is cutting pizza. Why are you putting on gloves? Mm. And that's all I'm gonna say is mm. Notice how it's regular folks don't say my stat. Exactly. No, no one's gonna say that. No one's gonna say that. You're right. The verbiage that a person uses, if you let them talk long enough, says everything you need to say. Yes, one of my favorite. Yes, I love Fatal Attraction. Listen, and that's what I'm about to go do in like 5 or 10 minutes. Honestly, my little Friday wine down. I have my wine over here, my Merlot. I'm getting ready to go in the living room and put the fireplace on and watch Fatal Attraction. It's like you can't just watch one show. Like you can't watch one episode. One episode turns into 20 very quickly. Right, exactly. My status. Yeah, exactly. The only people that I ever think that I've heard use the terminology "my status" are the people in those damn commercials about HIV, right? Um, I forgot the name of the HIV medication, but there's some commercial where they're talking about my status this, my status that, blah 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 blah. But those are the only people I've ever heard talking about it are the actors in the commercials about getting tested or about the medication. So exactly. Nah. She was cold as fall is tap water is what she was. Yeah, Virgo, I think that he left too, honestly. Whether it be to go back to school or maybe the heat he was getting from messing with her, realizing who he was dealing with, I just don't think he's around anymore. Lovely. Hold up, do you remember when her and Ming were claiming they were suing Liv and Jazz for telling that House of Virginia story? What happened to the girl? You know what happened? Nothing, because they don't have the money for it. To sue somebody for libel and slander and defamation of character costs a lot of money that we know that Chrissy doesn't have. Listen, when Chrissy was fighting those charges against that landlord and he took her to court, she had to use a public court defender and claim indigent. She don't have no goddamn money to sue anybody for slander or defamation of character. Furthermore, right, what we learned from the lawsuit that Cardi B brought across, y'all give me 1 second. All right, my bad, y'all. But what I was saying was, what we've learned from that trial the lawsuit that Cardi B brought against Tasha K is that if you're suing someone for defamation, whatever the rumor that they're trying to defame you with, the judge is going to ask for records. So I don't know if y'all realize that the judge had summoned Cardi B's medical records to see if she indeed did have herpes or any STD for that matter. Because the reason they do that because they have to make sure if they're going to go against the person that made up the rumors, they have to make sure the rumors were not true, right? So Chrissy probably realized as well, like, damn, if I do miraculously get this money or end up taking this shit to court, the judge is going to ask my medical records. And if HIV positive is sitting up in that bitch, whoever she's trying to sue is going to win against her. And that would have told everybody what they needed to know. Listen, Chrissy is a lot of things. She's a dumbass, but she ain't damn stupid. All right. If it was an untrue allegation, I'd be suing and subpoenaing Google. Listen, it would be no holds barred. I would not hold back if somebody had a rumor like that about me. But again, she did not. And that tells you everything you need to know. Number one, she can't. But I think even if Chrissy did have the means and the modality to do it, she wouldn't have done it because she knows that that would have essentially exposed her anyway. Yes, the whole ID channel girl, listen, get caught up for 6 hours. Yep, you can't sue for the truth. She would have had exactly. She would have had to produce her medical records. Exactly. She should have been on prep. Listen. She uses the verbiage to a T. She does. She does. She does. She does. Me just needs to go have a seat somewhere. She's just to me. I don't know. She's irrelevant. I don't even really watch her content like that. She gives me try to be a mean girl vibes, and yeah, both her and her husband come off bummy to me. She's too familiar with the terminology that the HIV community uses. Chrissy doesn't even have a high school diploma. Listen, and I don't know either if y'all watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh shit, that comes on tonight. Oh yeah, I need to hurry up and get off here with y'all. This is my prime time TV night on Fridays. Oh, and a new episode of Life After Lockup. Look at me getting distracted. Anyway, but yeah, she's too familiar with the terminology. And actually, in one of my internships, when I was in graduate school, I worked at the health department. Well, I interned rather at the health department. And I would have to help hand out HIV resources to people who just found out that they were positive. And when I used to hang with representatives that actually had the virus, right, and would have to do speaking engagements and things like that, that's the term they would always say, my status, my status. You never hear anybody talk like that except for people that have it, or again, the people that are in the commercials for the medications and things like that. Ming is a fucking fool. Her and Chrissy are equally yoked. Chrissy ain't loyal to me. And Chrissy, yeah, you're right. All of her chemical twins be there, but didn't show me. Yeah, I remember that. That was very. I would have definitely felt some type of way. But I wouldn't trust my man around Chrissy. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Good man or not, Chrissy is a bust down. Yep, Chrissy. Listen, but Chrissy has shown to be that same way with Jasmine. Just like when things used to go down with Jasmine, she wouldn't defend Jasmine nearly as much as Jasmine would defend her. Chrissy is loyal to nobody. Right. She definitely be cloud chasing. And her face bothers me too. It's something about her face. I don't know. I think she's either because she has a pie face or a pig nose. I don't know which one it is, but she irks me. She's irksome. Exactly. Very true. I've worked with two clients who were positive and they use this. Yep. Yep. My status, aka you got that packet. Exactly. Exactly. It's weird to me, right? It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, y'all. I'm glad y'all were able to catch the live though, and I'm glad we were able to talk about this and really get into it because what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Chrissy was actually pregnant? Um, or do y'all think that she was just using this story to keep this guy and it didn't work? Or do y'all think maybe she got an abortion because again the math just was not mathing? What do y'all think ultimately is going on here? Kristen needs to be honest. Her channel could blow up if she wanted people. She warned people against promiscuity and showed the consequence. Exactly. But she won't do that. Chrissy's channel could have blown up so many different. I can name at least 10 different times that she could have used her truth to get ahead. But she wants to lie, she wants to front, and she wants to put on a show for people. And she loses out ultimately. And that's on her. Exactly. And you see the reactors used to say Chrissy wasn't a friend to Jazz. Now they switched up saying Jazz was never a friend. It's the flip flopping for me. Listen, that shit got on my nerves so bad. So which is it, right? You got to pick a struggle. You either think Jazz wasn't a real friend or Chrissy was never a real friend. Now, if you ask me, I say Chrissy wasn't the real friend. And my reason being is because, again, Jazz is so radio slow to the point where she's blindly loyal to people, even though they don't show her any loyalty. I want her, and again, she didn't spill Chrissy's tea when she could have. She held on to it for a long time, even after the monumental disrespect of her child and of her mother. Um, but Chrissy, to me, I would say that she's the one that was never the friend, right? Because for you to go as low as to talk about my child, um, and to involve my mom in drama and then get back up on camera smiling and grinning like you did your big one, you were never a friend. You were never a friend. I think she lied to keep him around. I don't think she was pregnant. Yeah. Same Virgo. Jazz would drink Chrissy back. She was just doing too much. It was almost to the point where it was cringe, right? Like you see somebody just over caping, over capping for somebody, and it's just like, ugh. But they're not doing that for you, sis. Yep, Chrissy used to wake Jazz up in the middle of the night to cry about the bum. And Jazz always had her big back. Oh my God, look, girl, stop it. You're not about to have me cutting up tonight. She did. She did definitely always have her back. Always. I remember one time Jazz got on live, legit crying tears because DeMarcus was doing Chrissy. I'm like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? You look ridiculous. Listen, I have friends who I know would go to bat for me. They would do anything for me. I would do anything for them. And even in the middle of their pain, I'm not about to get on nobody's live crying for them. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm sorry. Christy got rid of Jazz because she was a bad look for her brain. And that's the thing that kills me too. Is because you know that Chrissy really thinks that, and these reactors think that too. Because I've heard quite a few reactors say how Jazz wasn't a good look because of how Chrissy looks. How the fuck does Chrissy look? Chrissy looks a mess. Chrissy is ugly. I'm sorry, Chrissy is not attractive to me. I don't care how much makeup she puts on. I don't care how many pairs of spider lashes she puts on. I don't care how many lace wigs she slaps on her head. I don't care. Chrissy to me is not the pretty glitz and glam that these reactors try to make her out to be. She's not. And on top of everything else, she's bad body. She's bad built. She's shaped like a thumb. She's 4 feet tall, and she looks like Keenan Thompson on her worst day. Jazz still keeping Chrissy's secret. She hasn't revealed. And that is what burns me up about Jasmine. Is because, bitch, if you don't unload the fucking clip, please, please. And the way she's, listen, the fact that Chrissy even talked about her baby, and this is when Legendary, I don't even think that baby was a year old, talking about I'd rather not have a baby than have a baby that can't sit up. Then she talked about Kaylin being fast. Then she involved her mom. The way Chrissy business would be all over these streets. And I want Jasmine to understand that this does not make you like a better woman. This makes you look fucking stupid, Jasmine. You better unload the fucking clip. I don't care if you got to sit there and drink a whole fifth of Jose Cuervo. I don't care if you got to drink a whole bottle of damn what you call it, Taylor Port to get you loose. Snort a line of coke. Do something. You better unload the clip on Chrissy ass. And say, I remember Jazz threatened to fight. Listen, Jasmine, if you don't sit your ass down, girl, pretty privilege. Pretty, I swear to God, where? Where is the pretty? Chrissy is not pretty nowhere. Right. Filter privilege. Filter and a pound of makeup privilege. Man, Chrissy looks a fucking mess. You could tell the bar is in hell with some of these women. The bar is in hell with y'all. Cause on my boulevard where I'm from, Chrissy is not pretty. Chrissy is the short, stumpy girl on the block that's gonna let you fuck. She's definitely not pretty. Girl, she like Derek. Oh my God, she does. Chrissy is not cute. I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see it. That's all I got. Talked about the kids' heads. Right. Meanwhile, Chrissy feral ass brood of children around here looking like they got mops on top of their damn head. They always look a mess. Teeth always buttery. I'm sure they're musty. Jazz don't look the lip because she holding on to her. And that's the slow part of her. That is the radio slow shit right there. What are you waiting on a friendship with her for what? The way she has just the way that she has dragged your children. There is no turning back. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Chrissy is the pot calling the kettle black. She definitely is the pot calling the kettle black. Always, always. Just like during that time when she was beefing with the Mexican witch Steffi, with DeMarcus's new baby mama. And she was going on and on talking about fuck that girl baby, all this stuff, saying all this stuff. But then the moment Steffi said, your children look raggedy and you always looking top notch, but your kids look a mess. Oh, Chrissy fell out, damn near shit her pants. Oh, and she's talking about my kid, talking about my kids. Chrissy, if you can sit up here and talk about somebody's damn kids, why are your crazy? Why are your feral ass children off limits? They are not. You can't sit up here and come for people's kids and whatever else, and then when people come for you, you want to get up here crying. Girl, cut it out. I had to make a few years goes back and then she couldn't do it. She definitely couldn't. Definitely was looking her best mess. Okay, still does. Chrissy doesn't even like Chrissy. She tries to like her. She definitely. Y'all remember when she had that Plenty of Fish profile, and she said, "What did she say she was?" She said she was biracial. Tickled, not impressed. Yep, self hate is real. Dominican. Wait, I missed that one, or did I? Child, she's a damn Dominican lie. If Chrissy is Dominican, I'm a white woman, purebred Caucasian. Oh, yep, yep. You mentioned it, Virgo. That girl is fucking crazy. Okay. All black women say they're mixed. And when she said that, I'm like, you are a fucking lie. I am black, black, blackity black. Okay? I am not mixed. I am black. Through and through. Mom and daddy black. They mom and daddy's black. They mom and daddy's black, and so on and so forth. Okay? Chrissy is a damn, she's a self-hater. But again, God don't like ugly. That's why her ass is shaped like a thumb. She's shaped like a fucking shrunken oven mitt. People talking about pretty privilege. Bitch, where? Onyx, listen, I feel like Onyx looks like what Chrissy went through when she was pregnant with him. And I'm gonna just leave it there. Everybody's talking about his face is all scrunched up. Well, his mama face used to stay twisted up and scrunched the fuck up when she was pregnant with him, doing all that hollering and crying about DeMarcus ass. Yes, he looked scrunched because she was in a scrunch situation the whole entire time. I was born black. Okay, hello, hello, hello. I was born black and gonna die black. Shit, okay. Look, mixed with Asian. Let me tell you something. If you, this made me scream, oh my God. If y'all go look at that picture right now, that lipstick pimp got up of Cassie sitting in that chair. Yeah, this comment is makes it even worse. It makes the picture even funnier, honestly. All right. Periods. I'm telling you, Onyx looks like the struggle. I'm so sorry. And I usually take it easy on kids. But he literally looks like what his mama put him through. He looks like he's been moved place to place. He looks like he's never met his father. Um he looks he looks like all of that. He looks like the front of a car because Chrissy used to sit in cars crying and hollering and screaming about DeMarcus. Like he looks like everything Chrissy went through when she was carrying him. And that's unfortunate. And that's not his fault, but it is what it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. He definitely looks like he has literally been fighting for stability since his conception. But hey, that's on Chrissy. But she want to laugh at other people's kids though. But her son's face is permanently scrunched up. Okay. So it wasn't a video. It was a community post. I think if you go over there and then look on her community posts and she it's like a picture. I think you have to scroll over, like slide it over. But yeah, it is hilarious. All right, y'all remember Chris went to Colorado in the markets? Listen, I would ignore him too. She don't know if that's her son, and he looking like that. He looks mean as fuck. He look like he bite. Yep, it is a community post. She better hope. Okay, listen. Now I'm gonna tell you this, and then I'm gonna head out, y'all, because like I said, I gotta watch my shows. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell. What is that family's name? That weird white Mormon family that had all them damn kids on TLC. The Duggars. She sat up there and had all those kids, and that second to either that last child she had or the second to last child she had has severe disabilities. Same with Kiki Wyatt, Kiki Winans, child, whatever. The lady that that can sing real good and has all those children. The last child she had is always in and out of the hospital and has severe disabilities. I believe that sometimes your uterus has just had enough, y'all. And that's just serious talk. No, all jokes aside. I feel like having all those children, your body gets tired and it eventually stops working the way it's supposed to and producing the vitamins and nutrients that your baby needs the more that you have children. That's just what I believe. And I also believe that's God's way of saying, sit the fuck down and cut it out. I'll bring up another example. Doubling down with the Derricos. I don't know if y'all ever watched that on TLC. That is a black that follows a black family who has a whole ton of children. I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all, but I'm getting ready to laugh because I know y'all gonna say something silly. If y'all go Google pictures or look at YouTube videos of the Derricos, again, it's called Doubling Down with the Derricos. Some of them children have cone heads, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but I feel like that's what happens when women continually back to back, boom, 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 have all these children and get pregnant. You're draining your body. So by the time you're on your 8th, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever child, your body is out of nutrients to give. And so then that child comes out lacking real bad, chromosomes all off, all crooked, missing one, missing two chromosomes. Like, oh my God. Like those Derico kids, I swear to God, some of them, their head comes to a complete point, like a pencil. She should have stopped. Like, now y'all making me laugh at these kids. Y'all are here laughing. See, the truth knows, girl, pointy as hell. Like, it's crazy. And I knew I wasn't tripping. One night I was high and I was looking. I was like, nah, it's the blunt. But then I went back the next day and I'm like, nah, they pointy. That's crazy. Poor babies. Definitely cold. I want y'all to go look for real. Like, I want y'all to go look and then, because I'll be off live by then. And then I want y'all to come back and leave comments and just, and leave emoji. Better yet, comment the triangle emoji so y'all can let me know that y'all saw that they were pointy. For real, these women gonna learn. Y'all can't just let y'all husbands sit up here and knock y'all up back to back. Like, cause these men, for real though, they don't have to carry them damn kids. All they're doing is shooting the fucking club up and going on about their life. You gotta sit there with stretched out abdominal muscles and stretch marks all over your body. You have to sit there bleeding for weeks and weeks and weeks after every birth. You have to sit there breastfeeding them kids until your titties deflate. You. You have to do that. Those men are not going to do that. You have to sit up there and give birth to kids that have to be hooked up with tubes every 2 weeks. Listen, y'all better stop letting these men use y'all damn body. And Chrissy better learn something. And I honestly believe another reason Onyx's face is scrunched up because I feel like he was just half a chromosome away from looking like one of the Derico children. No bullshit. He just got the scrunch face and that's it. And she's lucky that's all he got. But anyway, I'm about to get off here, y'all. Like I said, I gotta go catch up on all my shows. But I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. I enjoyed all of y'all. Virgo, lovely, the truth. I enjoyed y'all so much. Y'all literally got me hollering. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend though. Stay chill, relax, sit back. I hope y'all watch y'all shows, do y'all thing as well. And I will catch y'all on the next live. Bye.